Alright, it's me, Wordsworth, the storyteller, and today I am so excited because today we are going off to old London town with this little fella. It's only Oliver Twist, yeah! Get the old Cockney accent on, can't I? Okay, my little cherubs, let's get started. Oliver Twist was born in a workhouse for the poor. Let me see him, whispered his mother as she took her last breath. God blimey, it's a sad story already. It was hard growing up in a workhouse, and Oliver and the boys were very hungry. One day, the others made Oliver ask for more food. Clutching his bowl, he walked up to the front of the hall and said, "Please, sir, I want some more." The master couldn't believe his ears. The owner of the workhouse, Mr. Bumble, was outraged.
"Oliver Twist will grow up to be a criminal, I'm sure,"
he said. He decided to get rid of Oliver, and he posted a sign on the door offering £5 to anyone who would take him. The next day, a local funeral director arrived at the workhouse. "Hello, Mr. Sowerberry," said Mr. Bumble, with a smile on his face. "Would you like an apprentice?" Mr. Sowerberry looked down his nose when he saw little Oliver, but he agreed. "Look up, boy," whispered Mr. Bumble. But as Oliver was led away, a single tear rolled down his cheek. "Oh no, that don't sound very good, does it? Poor little Oliver." In his new home, Oliver was fed only scraps and made to sleep with the coffins. He was bullied by an older boy called Noah Claypole. "Your mother was a bad and workhouse boy," jeered Noah. "Shut up," whispered Oliver, but Noah refused. Overcome by anger, Oliver grabbed Noah and threw him to the ground. Knowing he'd be thrown out, Oliver ran away. He saw a sign that read, 70 miles to London. "No one will ever find me there," he thought to himself. He walked for days until he finally reached the city. "Need somewhere to stay?" asked the boy. "I'm Jack Dawkins, but everyone calls me Dodger." Dodger led Oliver into a small room where he met an old man called Fagin. "Come in, my dear," said Fagin. That night, Oliver slept soundly, but in the morning he saw Fagin with handfuls of sparkling jewels. Suddenly, he noticed Oliver and whispered, "What did you see?" "Nothing," promised Oliver, so Fagin smiled. "Let's play a game, my dear," he said. "Take this handkerchief out of my pocket without me noticing." Oliver was good at Fagin's game, and the next day Dodger took him out on an outing. Before long, Dodger pointed to a smart-looking old man at a bookstore and said, "That one." Then Oliver watched Dodger take the man's handkerchief from his pocket and ran off as quickly as he could. "Oh, my friends are all crooks," realised poor Oliver. Then he heard the police chasing him. "Stop, thief!" they cried. Oliver ran, but he tripped and fell on the hard pavement. Mr. Brownlow, the man from the bookstall, said, "Wait, I don't think this is the boy who did it." You what push that one, isn't he? Mr. Brownlow thought he recognised Oliver. "I must be imagining it," he thought. but he wanted to help. So he asked Oliver to stay with him, and the boy was overjoyed. Yeah, nice one, Oliver. When Oliver explored Mr. Brownlow's house, he saw a portrait of a beautiful woman. "She looks just like me," he gasped. It was wonderful living with the kind and generous Mr. Brownlow, who took better care of Oliver than anyone before. One day, Mr. Brownlow asked Oliver to return some books for him. He set off at once, but little did Oliver know his old friend Fagin had not forgotten about him. "Get him back!" cried Fagin. "What if he tells the police something that will get us into trouble?" So, Bill Sykes, who was a robber in Fagin's gang, told his girlfriend, Nancy, to help them find out where Oliver was. When their plan was ready, Bill and Nancy set off. On his way to the bookstall, Oliver heard a woman screaming. Then she ran towards him. "Oh, my dear little brother, thank goodness I found ya," pretended Nancy. "Come back home," joined in Bill as his dog Bullseye snarled. "Help! I don't know them," cried Oliver as they dragged him away. Oh dear, I wonder what's going to happen now. Fagin watched Oliver closely for days, but Nancy was kind and grew fond of him. One night, Sykes grabbed Oliver and dragged him through the dark, foggy streets. "We've got a job to do," he growled. When they reached a grand house, Sykes whispered, "Climb through that window and unlock the door." Oliver realised that Sykes wanted to rob the house and he refused. Then Sykes pulled out a pistol. Scared, Oliver did as he was told. Then suddenly Sykes shouted, "It's the owners!" and squeezed the trigger. There was a flash and a bang. Oliver cried out as his arm started throbbing. "Oh no, poor little Oliver." Sykes ran away, but Oliver couldn't keep up. Soon, Nancy found him and took him to Mr. Brownlow. She knew about the robbery, so she had followed Oliver to help. Nancy and Mr. Brownlow spoke quietly about a man Oliver didn't know. Then Mr. Brownlow said, "I'll find him." Nancy hurried away. Oliver was safe with Mr. Brownlow, but Sykes was furious when he found out what Nancy had done. "Why are you looking at me like that, Bill?" Nancy whispered. "You betrayed me," he cried, and with that Sykes raised his fist. Nancy screamed in the darkness, never to be seen again. Oh no. Everywhere he went, Sykes was haunted by his dreadful crime. On the run from the police, he heard people whispering as he lurked in the shadows. "They haven't caught the killer yet," they said, "but the papers say Fagin's been arrested at last. He'll be in prison for life." With Bullseye yapping at his heels, Sykes was easy to spot. So, to escape the police, he climbed up a tumble-down building. Before he could jump to the next roof, someone in the crowd called, "There he is!" Sykes slipped and fell, finally paying for Nancy's life with his own. Good. Meanwhile, Mr. Brownlow had found the mysterious man he'd spoken to Nancy about. His name was Monks, and Mr. Brownlow had been his father's oldest friend. All along, Monks had been secretly trying to get Oliver into trouble. Mr. Brownlow tricked Monks into meeting him so he could find out the truth. "Why did you want to ruin Oliver?" he asked. Monks explained that Oliver was his long-lost half-brother, but he'd asked Fagin to turn him into a criminal. "Unless he breaks the law, we have to share the money in our father's will," he muttered. Mr. Brownlow let Monks go to start a new, honest life. Then he told Oliver everything. "My best friend gave me this before he died," said Mr. Brownlow, pointing to the portrait Oliver had noticed before. "Now I know that my friend was your father, and the woman in the painting is your mother, Agnes." Once Oliver knew who he really was, he felt truly happy. Mr. Brownlow adopted him, and they lived as a family for the rest of their days. Yes, nice one, Oliver. Okay, girls and boys, there you have it. The story of Oliver Twist. Yeah, that's a great story. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed reading it for you. So, if you have enjoyed this book and you would like to listen to some more, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel and then come back and listen to more. I've got plenty up there now. I've been putting them up every week. Lucky you. Okay, this is me, Wordsworth, the storyteller, signing out. See ya! Yeah, that was a good one, mate. Yeah, I really enjoyed reading that. Yeah, it's a bit sad in places, though. Okay. Oh, well, hang on. Am I still recording? Silly me. Bye.